are going to spend the next 25 or 30 minutes just really going over the website, Force Energy Direct, learning everything that's here, how to sign up a new client or a customer. This is really for all of our new agents, even experienced agents, but whoever wants to learn how to use this site, whether you're working directly with me or you're working with one of our affiliates, learning how to get out there and train. You should be imagine you're with a customer, you got your phone out, you have your iPad or tablet, or you're using your computer. They've got their bills with them, and you are ready to kind of walk them through the process for their home or business on how to sign them up so they can start saving right away. So the most important thing to do first is just get familiar with the website. 90% of your questions are probably answered right here on this landing page. And today isn't about sales training, but really you can do a lot of powerful sales training and understanding right here. And so I will highlight a few things, but just remember that almost everything you need is right here. Don't think you have to bombard yourself or your clients with a ton of information. We want to make this as simple as possible, and that's really what drove the creation of this website in the first place. So without further ado, let's begin. We'll log on to forceenergydirect.com. You'll make sure that you're here. There's just kind of look at the orientation of the website. Across the top, there are menu areas: why switch, about us, rate frequently asked questions, the state we serve, and contact information. You can also notice that the website scrolls up and down from north to south for this, and it's very short and concise. There's not a lot of information on this landing page for a reason. We want it to be simple. The next thing you'll notice is the first thing is that there's a promo code to type in here up on top. This is in order to track. Some of you have your own links. Some of you have promo codes. But if you want to make sure that this is tracked to you, of course, we have other ways that you can do that. But if you want to make sure that, for instance, we'll type in Infinite, who's one of our top marketing affiliates into the Chicagoland region. We click apply. That promo code is applied for Infinite, or the #1 marketing group, #1 marketing firm. This is going out to them, so we'll know that they were the ones responsible for tracking this particular client. It doesn't change pricing because we're already offering the best pricing, but it makes sure that, of course, our agents and our partners like you are compensated for this. And again, there's other ways to track this if you forget, but use your own link, or please use the promo code system here. And of course, you can clear that promo code if you typed it in correctly or if you're not sure. The next thing you'll notice here is we have home, business, or commercial. If we click on small business, that means any monthly bill under $10,000, which is 99% of what you'll run across out there. And then, of course, if someone has a bill greater than $10,000 per month, they would be considered a commercial customer. The next thing you'll notice is the icons for electricity and natural gas. Make sure that you're clicking one of those, whether if you're doing a gas account or an electricity account. The things that you'll need are a recent utility bill. Really, the most recent would be great. So if they have their and most folks know where their last gas or electric bill was, have them just grab that. In 5 minutes. It really will only take a short amount of time to sign them up so they can start saving right away. So this why switch section, the power of choice. For those of you that are not familiar with deregulated energy, we can do some more in-depth training about deregulated energy, but it simply means that customers have the power to choose a natural gas or electricity supplier in those deregulated market. So ComEd, in this case, in the Illinois area, is responsible for delivering the power to clients. They always have been, they always will be. What they are not responsible for is the actual power itself. That power they purchase out on the open market, and we can now pass that ability for our clients to purchase from the open market. But where ComEd may purchase from one or two suppliers, we have multitude of suppliers for residential and natural gas in which the customers can choose who those suppliers are. And it's very simple, folks. Whenever you have competition, it drives down prices and makes things more affordable. Therefore, the customers benefit from our competition. This platform, this website allows them to do just that. It compares all of the rates for them. So if you've ever used hotels.com, even Amazon, if you type in a product offering, that'll show that product, but it may show 3 or 4 other suppliers that have the same products for different pricing. So why do they have different prices? Because they're trying to be competitive and trying to save on value and sell customers on a better price. Ultimately, the power isn't any different. If the lights or the gas go out, they still call the utility company to restore or service that power. But where the power comes from is what they have the choice or the power to choose. And instead of calling all 80 or 90 suppliers for electricity and 40 plus suppliers for gas and creating a spreadsheet and trying to remember who had the best rate, or working with one broker or somebody else that comes and knock on their door, we've aggregated. We've put all this information in one place so you can see it and so we can show our client right there and then how to save right away. It's simple and easy. There are no upfront costs. There are no costs. There are no fees to switch. So it's free. It's essentially just switching from one supplier to another. They'll still get bills every month. Oftentimes that bill will come right from ComEd with the change in the supplier, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. They start saving immediately or within 30, maximum 60 days, within a 2-month billing cycle. As soon as their bills kind of recycle, they're on with the new company for the period of 12 to 24 to 36 months, whatever they choose. We have some other options as well, but that's it. A little bit more about Force Energy Group, which is the parent company or owner of Force Energy Direct. Force Energy Group engages in procurement services, which is the kind of industry standard for what this business is, Force Energy Direct's businesses, as well as other ways in sustainable and renewable technologies that our clients can save. So think about LED lighting, solar power, combined heat and power, which is also called CHP, wind power, battery backup. We help clients essentially find ways to save money from the way that they buy their energy, ways to save through sustainable technology, ways to produce or their own energy through solar and CHP, and the way to then store that excess energy or get credits. We also help them with the financing, incentive, rebates, and all of those things so our clients can save and optimize their energy spend the most. So what separates us from every other company in the business is that we have a comprehensive, complete energy strategy for our clients, not just looking at one aspect of their energy bill, but overall. Our passion is truly renewable and green technology, but in order for every client isn't ready to go 100% green or make any investments. Well, one of the things that we can do for them at Force Energy Direct right away is help them to understand energy a little bit better and save them money every month, which then we can help them, show them how we can then save some more money through renewable and sustainable technology. So really, really very unique in the world of energy offering, where it's a comprehensive solution. They'll say, hey, we've heard this before. We've got an energy company. I guarantee you they have not heard a complete holistic energy approach in the way that we present this to our clients. So we do have a very unique offering. A little bit about the bill. You'll see this generation charge, and I'll show you a bill here in a second, but this is the part of the bills that we're dealing with. The rate on how much they are charged per unit for electricity, and that's usually the largest portion of any electric or gas bill. The delivery or distribution charges, that's the utility, that's ComEd. The transmission charges, again, is ComEd. Any other taxes and fees, but the part that we can affect is this generation. So we can't fix the whole bill or but we can definitely bring it down significantly through this offering. So again, just how can we do that? And if you read through these Q&As and really understand them, you'll have a great first grasp on stuff. We can also, again, do some additional training, but this should be enough to really get you started today on being able to engage with your customers. We're going to show you where all the deregulated states are, and you can save significantly, again, through this platform, this marketplace, where we bring all the information together in one place so the client can see all the different offerings instead of having for them to have to go and search for all of them in one place. How do you know the rates are competitive? There's a couple of things. First of all, we've been in this business for over 10 years. We have excellent relationships, and then we have this proprietary comparison software. It's like a reverse auction. It's a live auction. You know exactly what the rates are, who's offering the rates, and how to get the best rate for the client. They're guaranteed fixed rates, guaranteed fixed rate. So there's no variable rate. There's no rate that goes up. Some people may talk about a bad experience they have. They may have 14, 15 cent per kW rate because they signed up with another a broker that was only working with a firm or a multi-level marketing kind of a platform. This is not that, okay? This is direct information to the customer so they can make their own powerful choice on what we're doing there as their advisor, as their affiliate, as an energy agent, is really just being there to help them navigate this process. Any other reasons why they should switch? Again, fixed. So they know that their rate isn't going to skyrocket in the summer and plummet, but still be, above what it should be in the wintertime, that the gas rates are going to stay the same, that they're paying a flat rate and the best rate on the market. And then there's another reason too. If they're interested in going green, we can help them with that. As a matter of fact, I'll show you a place on the platform where you will see that shortly. Again, what is the percentage of percent green? I'll hold off into that until we get into the website. How long does it take to switch? Again, a few minutes, much longer than I'm talking today. And they can switch today. It will go in effect within 1-2 billing cycles. How do they renew? This is important. We will send email reminders every 3, 6, starting probably about 6 months out from the time their contract ends, then 3 months, then 1 month. You, as their agent, will also have their information. We'll send you reminders, hey, it's time to go out and talk to that client again, or to get their information so we can get them a new contract. But just know that we'll remind them. Sometimes when you are out there and you come across these really high rates on bills, it's because they've gone out of contract, and the default rates are 2 or 3 times the market rate. So we can really help folks, because a lot of times they think the bill is what it is. They don't have time to break it down. They don't have time to necessarily even give their supplier or ComEd a call to find out why their bill is what it is. We can do all of that right here on this platform for them and find them the best rates on the market. It's really great. And if they change their service address or break, we can go to their supplier to discuss special plans for them. There are, as with any contract, there could be termination penalties, but we will help them with them. Ask them to reach out to us, and if they have to leave their contract for some reason, we'll make sure that they're in the best situation possible. That's it. So let's get into the states we serve. Again, deregulated energy is fairly new over the last 20 years across the country. Gas and electric is really prevalent in the Northeast and in California. gas only throughout these dark blue states that you see, and electric only in the light blue. In the gray areas, which is almost half of the country, there's still no deregulated options, but we're looking at more and more of those options. Nevada seems like it may be the most likely next place where we're going to be able to offer electricity and gas in a competitive rate. So that's it. Wanted you to at least be familiar with the website. Now I want to go in and do a sample home account. So what we'll do is we'll type home. We'll make sure that we have that house gas bill. I'm sorry, house electric bill. We're going to go ahead and type in a zip code. In this case, I'll type in the famous Bronzeville where I live. And now that it'll populate what utility is, and we'll click this blue Get Rates Now button. What you'll notice is that you can see across the type confirming that it's energy usage, confirming that it's the zip code in ComEd. Here you'll see the past year's energy usage and the current rate from ComEd. They're usually somewhere between 7 and 8 cents. In some markets they're even higher. And this is cents represented with a decimal point behind the penny point. You'll notice with 20,000 hours of annual usage, they're going to be able to save $16 a month. Let's take a look at this sample bill to understand where we can find usage at. Now this is a this is a commercial bill, but I'll also show you a residential bill here in a second. The important information you're going to need is the account number. On a business or commercial bill, you'll need to know this rate class. And over here on the left, and I'll show you again on where the sample on a residential, but over here on the left, you'll see all the usage numbers. Now to get the last 12 months, you quickly can just add these up. You can round them up to the nearest, 1,000. So you can 10, 10, 10, that's 30, another 3, 33, 30, 39, 30, 42, just quickly add them up or grab your calculator until you understand the last 12 months savings or last 12 months of usage, I'm sorry. The other thing that you can do on a residential bill, I'll pull a sample up. This is on ComEd's main website, bill and usage, view a sample residential bill. The residential bill front will look like this in the ComEd territories, and it has this bar over here on the left again with the usage for the last 12 months, and just kind of add those numbers up quickly to make sure that that number is correct. It will default to 20,000, and it will so you want to just kind of add that information up. All right, and make sure it's there on the residential back bill. I just want to point this out again, that the bills are broken down into 3 sections: supply, delivery, and taxes and fees. ComEd will always be the delivery. They're responsible for the poles, the wires, the pipes, the things that bring the power to the customer. What we're responsible for, what we can affect, is the supply portion, or where this comes from. And again, this tends to be the largest or the portion of any bill. In this case, it's just over 50% of this bill, and the other portion is delivery and taxes and fees. So we'll go back to the website. We'll type in this case, we'll type in 30,000 usage. We'll requote, and we'll see the best rates. So what will happen here in this top portion of the screen is the very best rates for residential will pop up. In this case, there's a 12-month plan from Frontier and a 24-month plan from Constellation. But that's not all we found. If we look over here, and I'm going to move my screen over here for a second, you'll see that Direct and other companies were also available for this zip code. And you'll notice, though, that the rates kind of go up as you go down. 18-month, 12-month, 6-month power plan Constellation has, but for that short rate, they don't really have anything that competitive. Other thing I want to point out here, which is a really unique feature, if you notice, remember I said I would address the 100% green. If there's a client that's really interested in green energy and wants to make a difference, they would pay a little bit higher rate at this time, but they could get 100% of their energy sourced from green and renewable sources through our partner, Major Energy, one of the suppliers on the platform. So if you ever find a client that's interested in that, they can do a 12-month term in this case for that. So we've already kind of found the best plans. We always want a client to do at least 2-year plan or greater. We just know we're going to be able to find them the best rates for that. So in the case that they say, okay, I'm ready to sign up, you tell them just go ahead and click sign up, or you click it for them. And then you're going to put their information in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll put in Lucas. Lucas Payne, put in the correct address. Make sure it's the same address that's on the bill. Their phone number, their email address, and their mobile number. You can put the same number in for phone and mobile and the email. And all the time you're going to click switching service, unless it is truly a move-in. But just click switching service for the most part. Click next here. And again, it's going to ask me for a phone number here because I didn't put one. And so we're going to click next. It's going to kind of show an estimate of everything that we talked about, their yearly spending, which is, and of course the savings, which we've already showed them, is on the front. We'll click next again after we verify that everything is correct. By clicking this I agree, we click submit. And what will happen at this point is that your client is going to get a text or an email. So right here on my phone, because I put my own number in here, I got a text. Let me see if you guys can see that screen. I don't know if it's coming up great. There we go. You can kind of see it that way. But I got a text to verify that information. So stay with the client if you're going kind of door to door, or if you're in their office. They're going to get a text or an email. Ask them to verify that information, and they're done. That is it. Okay? And so we're going to go ahead and click start over here, because I want to just kind of point out something on the website when we do a small business account and just show you how many more options are available. So again, we'll use that 60653 for small business. We'll click get rates now. And this is great because now if you were out doing door-to-door and calling on residential customers before and you could never do business, now you have an opportunity to sign businesses up. Let's assume that this business has about 500,000 hours a year. That would be the size of like a small, maybe like a Sharks or a small Burger King or McDonald's. Those are actually end up being more like 1 million kW a year. Again, the other point that you're going to want to make sure on this sample bill that you look at, if you're not sure, you're going to want to look for this rate class, because that changes for business customers and commercial customers. And in this case, oftentimes a bill of that size is going to be 100 to 400 kW. And so when I click requote here, it'll show me a significant amount of savings that this client will get. So we're looking at almost 500 a month in savings if they were at 7.94, and where we can get them to. Oftentimes, businesses have already gone through this, so let's just assume that they're closer to like 7 cents rate already, and still show that we can save them some money month to month. In this case, that's why those fractions after the penny are so important, those decimals after the penny, because we can still save them in this scenario that I just put together over $200 a month, or over $2,000 a year. Now in this, you'll notice 3 different plans that came up, all though in this instance with a company called Constellation. But again, those weren't the only plans that came up. It's just that those were the 3 best for those scenarios. But we have a 551 all in for 48 months, a 57 for 36 months, a direct, Constellation, Entrust, Agera, Ambit, all these other companies came in with the best rates that they had uploaded to our system for the day. You can see Vista Energy. Some of you are familiar with that from doing residential accounts. They came in with a 3-month term at 781, so they're just not really that competitive, but way at 12 months of 751. So let's say for whatever, most customers are going to do this because they want to save. There's no real other reason to do this. They're going to get the same energy. Everything's the same. But let's just say they had a bad experience with Constellation in the past. They say, you know what, Direct's been by here before. I like Direct Energy. I want to give them my business. It's really up to the client, right? Of course, the top stuff is here. We've showed them. We get paid the same no matter what. So we're really just here to help the client make the best decision. If they decided that they wanted to sign up now, again, they'll click sign up. Let's just say for whatever this 18-month plan for Direct. Of course, we want to try to sign them for 2 years or longer. It's best for them and really for everyone. Make sure that we type in the business name as it appears on the bill, their account number, and one important thing here, we have to upload a bill. So we're going to take a picture with our phone or have the customer email us a picture so we can upload that bill right here. If for some reason you're having a technical issue out in the field, make sure you take a clear picture of the front of the bill with all the account information and address on it, that first page of the bill, and we can help you upload that at another time. But definitely upload that. You should be able to take a picture from your phone, then click the browse portion of your screen and upload it here. Again, you'll be clicking switching service and then next, and go through the same process that you did before. I hope this helps you feel more empowered. Understand that this is a very easy process and that our clients are ultimately just going to save. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to more trainings. Happy selling to everyone.